Hello, welcome back to Slice and Dice. I have once again woken up recently, a little less recently than yesterday, but shall we? I still haven't played on stream in a while. I took Saturday, Sunday off, and I've recorded like 3 or 4 episodes, I believe. Let's begin, shall we? My desk is actually lower than it should. Hold on. There we go. Let's go. I'm ready. Scoundrel, Hoarder, Ally, Healer, Cultist. I don't hate heavy weapons. That might seem crazy, but I think you can play around it. You have to play and lean heavily into your mana. And the reason I wouldn't pick the reason to pick heavy weapons here is because it's not the end of the world to play this curse, and if I reroll because one of these is a rare curse, there's a chance that I can't look at this like the spreadsheet, but there's a chance you see 4 really bad curses. I'm gonna take heavy weapons here. I think this starting team is solid and can play around with heavy weapons no problem. And I think it's right to be smart here with it, because if you play aggressively like I would like to and just reroll, there's a chance you see something a lot worse. Usually, my philosophy to that actually is, yeah, but it'll be fun if I see something really bad, but I don't think so here. This fight's over. Scrapper, Druid. Scrapper is really good, but he's going to be fucked up by heavy weapons. We're going to take Druid. Druid is strong. Good spell. I'll pick up. The music feels a little loud to me today. I'm going to turn it down just a touch. Like right there. That feels better to me. Yeah, we're going to play Druid today. Druid is a strong mana generating mid-game hero which can carry our plan to burst pretty well. It's not like things like Hoarder are completely useless, it's just hard to target down enemies, so what we want big single hits. We also want side replacers and things like that, but the idea is pretty simple, right? 2 damage heavy, oh man, I had to hit that guy. And then you just go in and you go cut burst and he dies. This will be better if we can pick up, I think Evoker would be our best pickup here. But there's a lot of good options, I feel. Is this fine? He lives, but it's okay. Wait a minute. The archer is killing the hoarder, I see. I should actually double shield cultist here because I can cut to kill the archer. This guy won't run, he's at 2. But it's fine. Originally I would say, oh, well, I should not burst there. I've played the game for long enough that I've recognized it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, this fight is not going to be great because usually you kill the rats first. I will take Poultice. Pardon me. Of the tier 1s, Poultice is one of the better ones. The ability to just basically get, with a little bit of an asterisk, burst is solid for 1 less. It's a lot of asterisks to it, of course, but it does give you what is effectively the ability to press burst for cheap. Just not exactly. I'm gonna burst the board. Now here I should not press buttons, I think. I should press cut on Druid, because next turn, ideally, I'm going to roll... I mean, in a perfect world, I roll Cleave and 2 mana, and then I get a very nice balance, but you get the idea. I do need mana, but I also need 1 damage for the boar, so I'm gonna let Druid roll mana. And if Druid misses mana, that sucks. I should probably reroll the heal now. And keep the... Well, Ally can roll mana as well. We should look for... Someone's gonna hit mana here. Yeah. The problem is, of course, Cultist might kill himself, but I can fix that with Poultice. You play 1 to boar, balance, burst. It does indeed work out. Trapper, Brute. Trapper's kill an enemy is not affected by heavy, so I will take that. Because it's not technically an attack, for whatever reason. It's not going to be super important, like I'm not hinging the run on that, but hey, it's nice, you know? We take our victories where we can find them. Does he die? He dies. Wow. Well, Bramble, it's been a pleasure. That's the weakness of Bramble. Sometimes you just wake up and he is dead. Cheater sleeves, restore. Every time I pick restore, I find it to be useless, for lack of a better word. Trying to think of a good analogy for it, but it really is just awful. I find it to very rarely have any meaningful impact, so I will not pick it again. Druid fucks up Quinn here. It can't actually roll. And if I hold all of these attacks, you can see the weakness of heavy weapons here, as I just have to juggle my attacks around. Looks pretty gross when you look at it like that, but it's easy. You just go hold, or you reroll for mana. Yeah, much better. But heavy weapons has its downside, no doubt. The inability to actually play the game if you roll all attacks is a shame. We're much less flexible, so we have to play proactively towards mana here. And again, I think it's rough to have to play like this, and there are often going to be times where if you were to pick this curse, you would just lose, I feel, because the game doesn't show you the correct heroes. But I think it's better. It's weighing odds, basically. I think the odds were similarly bad of me rolling and losing because I hit a bunch of bad characters. Or not bad characters. I mean, yes, actually bad characters. That is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I start talking in these videos and I ask myself how I've made it this far. I'm like 4 years in. I'm 3 years in to making YouTube videos and I still talk like this? Am I okay? Anyway. Enchanted Shield for sure. But yeah. There's a chance that you just roll a bunch of characters that don't do good damage for mana and find yourself falling apart. But we rolled Druid early, and I think that there's a similar chance that you just find a bunch of characters that will honestly just do things with mana, I guess. I don't know, you get the point. Shield here. The barrel. I have to burst it, so I could play like cut here. Okay. So we want to hit one of them for 2, and then a cut and a burst, and we shoot the barrel. We should be fine. Yeah, look at this. You know, Trapper, you keep up the great work. Sinew Caldera. Caldera's fine. I am not super happy about it, but Sinew is awful here. 4 damage exert in this run is... It is not good, let me tell you. Can I kill? Ever? No way. Definitely not. I could actually look for 2 mana here. We're good to play economically. I changed my mind. No, Okay, I'm gonna do math now. As much as I don't want to do math, I'm just gonna do the math for it. So, if we evaluate mana as 1 mana equals 1 damage, because eventually it will, thanks to Burst, I have Caldera's attack here as 3 damage because it's 2 plus 1 mana versus the 2 mana, which is 2 damage. Okay, so it is better if I roll Vulnerable or Caldera to do the 5. But it depends a little bit on how you want to evaluate things as well. Perfect amount of damage. We have 3 mana banked. It's also good because 2 mana would waste a mana, since I don't actually want to spend the mana here. Okay, I was definitely correct. But now 2/4. I go 1 here, and we Scald. You can't draw the kill on Slime Queen, just making sure. 2 damage. It's tough because it feels like there's a better play somewhere hidden in here. But where? I would like to... I'm gonna stop looking at this. I gotta tell you, I don't feel like I should spend all this time here. You just press Scald twice, you're good. This is definitely fine. It's another classic case. I could sit here and I could min-max this for a very long time, but the crucial question you have to ask yourself is why? Why should I? I will reroll. I wanted to see if I could pop off with Rampage there. I cannot. Order, what the hell? You see, this is anecdotal evidence that signals that I should never actually reroll when I have good enough turns. Just accept what we had, because he really just whiffed it. He rolled double X's. It's not very likely to happen, but I still play around it. It's kind of a cop-out to say I'm playing around it. I'm just being lazy when I see I can lock 3 dice. Chainmail. When I started playing this game, I actually hated all the max HP items. I was such a hater, but I have accepted that they're good, even if I don't want to. We need mana. I'd like to kill the grave, but it'll be tough. I'm just not even gonna bother locking Rampage. You have to be able to drop all the enemies to 1. I've decided after some consideration to lock Rampage. I have spoken with the partners, and we have locked Rampage. It's really bad here, though. Like, it's really, really bad. If I roll double mana on the next turn, I can play Balanced Scald and the fight ends, which is cool. It actually ends, assuming I hit any amount of damage for this bones. Yes. This is good. This is lethal. You go bounce, get your 2 mana, and Scald. Always very satisfying to wipe an entire fight with Scald. This is an interesting question. I think Soldier falls off too much. Even though Berserker's kinda awkward, it's still good to have a 4 damage source. 4 damage is still 4 damage, and on turn 1 and turn 2 you can lead with the 4 damage to blow out an enemy. Like, we can do 4 damage and then finish an enemy off with spells still. So, I think it's fine. I would like to hold the 1 mana here. We want to have a source of 1, assuming I hit a 4, because it lets you kill a quartz. Oh, but this source of 1 doesn't work. You are correct, because of heavy weapons. This source of 1 does work. Blue, yellow, orange. Who do we want to have weakened the least? Definitely blue. So we kill here. Thank you, monk, for covering for my faults. Defend Trapper, and I do want to bank the 1. Okay, I'm getting used to it. Heavy weapons, it's okay here. Again, so something that happened recently in the YouTube videos is that I played that run where I picked Pain Edges, and people very aptly pointed out that I said at the end of the run, Pain Edges was not very negligible, or was pretty negligible in this run, and I was right, but I did build my entire run around it. And it's extremely fair and a great point that I did not really consider up until that point. Pain Edges, and similarly in this run, Heavy Weapons is going to be negligible, but it's only going to be negligible. Sorry, I did air quotes there. It's only going to be negligible because I'm building the whole run around it, if that makes sense. Why did I lock this like I could play it for something? I don't know. If I press Scald here, I think I have... I do not have lethal. I mean, he'll run. It's good enough. You may go. Dragonhide gloves. It's way better than Polished Emerald. So, it may not be great here, and it's not, but I guess you could turn Caldera into this. That's probably better. It'll be good later as well. Dragonhide gloves is great on a lot of tier 3s. Damn, Berserker just eats this shit. He's that guy. This should be enough to kill the Spiker, but I refuse to do math. I'm just gonna press the buttons. I'm 1 off. How sad. Tragic. Okay. Well, in this case, I think what you can do is you can burst, and then put 4 on the Slimer. That seems terrible. And then I suppose the correct play is just going to be to burst the monk and bank the mana. It's fine, we have helped the Spiker. It's all good. I don't mind. He's also at 7. Let's see what we can do with that. I can, yeah, 6. This is a perfect roll. This cleave is excellent. Because we go 1 here. Need to do... Hang on, I'm having trouble. Oh, I guess that just works. Okay. Sure. This doesn't feel right to me, though. I'm looking for the line. I guess it's this, actually. It's unintuitive because you have to skip the Trapper's one. There it is. I knew there was something here that looked way better. I found it. But you're actually fucking yourself over trying to press vulnerable here because cruel doubles up. But the important part here that was tripping me up is this point doesn't double because he's 7 of 13, he's over half. So you cleave first, you accidentally click off the game, then you kill the spiker. And then with the vulnerable, you just kill the Slimer. Alright. I figured it out. Everyone please clap, I'm so smart. Thank you. I can hear you clapping from here. Assassin Witch. If I'm trying to play around my spells, I should not play Witch, because 3 mana is inconsistent. Assassin it is. However, this fight is horrifying. This is the worst thing I could fight here, no doubt. It is so hard to kill these ghosts, and they are going to tear me apart. In the ideal world here, which I cannot hit it, I would hit a Quinn. But I cannot. So optimally here, Baron doesn't kill a character. I can poison turn 1. Very good. I can also... Okay, this is fine. We're going to be safe. I have thought a lot about Baron because he's actually my highest lose rate enemy. The best thing to do in this position... So there's 2 ways that the Baron fight plays out. Way number 1, you are able to kill the ghost turn 1. We cannot do that here. If you can kill even 1 ghost turn 1, I think this fight's a pushover. Way number 2, you cannot kill the ghost turn 1. A lot of times what I do is I lock up if I can't kill the ghosts on turn 1. And I just go, oh well, I guess I have to hit the Baron. That's very wrong. What I should do here is I should break intangibles. I'm going to do it with Balanced Scald because now I have a guaranteed double kill on the ghost through Scald next turn. I have the mana, they're both at 2. And so even if Druid and Caldera maximum miss mana, I win the fight. This is lethal. You go Balance Scald, Rule on Baron, Scald. Done. Good fight. Very fortunate. I am a massive... One moment. I'm a massive Thimble fan. Got there. I think Blinding Bolt is also okay, but Thimble here for Berserker. Barbarian, I'm just doing a little manifesting, you know. The best character we can actually see, and the reason I'm taking this item, is for Warlock. This run is massive with Warlock. I do just have to kill the bandit straight up, and that's fine. I have to burst him. And then on the next turn, I'm going to assume we have it. I don't really care. I think I prefer Monk dies over Berserker, though, if we have a worst case. My Monk is very poisoned. But we just lock a 4. I need a 4, a 3. Yeah, a 3 is good. 2. I could miss mana here. We need to roll both of these because I need to find Cleanse if I want to save someone. Yeah. It's tough. The snakes are doing me in. I won't lose this fight because I'm going to start killing off snakes here, but it's really gross. You have 4 poison. So if I go 3 here, 4 here. Poultice Monk, he lives another turn. Thank you, Poultice. And then, I mean, if I don't draw lethal on the next turn, something went wrong. There's 2 snakes alive at 4 HP. Another good case for holding the 3 there, which I did not consider, is in the worst case, which we just experienced, where we miss everything, the 3 poison kills one, where every other roll does not. I think in this run, I am willing to play leader. Yeah, I think so, because so leader is really bad, I think, because the 3s and the 2s are whatever, but the 2 smith and the reuse are both very good. Surgeon is also fine because 2 mana, but I think leader is the most useful he will ever be in this run. He also gives us a cheat to kill Hydra if he rolls the duplicator, not the reuse. Team? Team? Alright, well, we just wasted our turn 1, I suppose. It's not true, we banked mana. But, someone on our team just rolled a lot of X's. Caldera, that was a little stinky. Caldera, are we playing the game today? It appears not. Okay, I'm gonna lock here. I need to save Monk. And then just go... Oh no, I did too much damage. I fucked up. I shouldn't have hit the Hydra. Now I have to kill him legit. Whoops. My fault. That's my bad. I didn't even think about that. Didn't even cross my mind. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Reuse for 2. 2, I suppose. The Cruel looks good here. That's fine. Okay, so it goes... Is that 10? I Skull, Cruel, Reuse. Okay, hold on. I can do this. I can make it. 2 damage, Cruel, Scald, Shield, Reuse, Shield, Poultice. Found it. You have to sort the attacks in this fight into the ones that are heavy and the ones that are not, because it matters a lot more. Wax Seal here is... I just pick Wax Seal if I see it. Worst case, it's a +1 for Assassin or Leader. I also don't really like Charge at all. It's gonna go... Oh, it goes on Caldera. Yeah. Yeah, Dragonhide Gloves Wax Seal is actually busted out of control. Sorry, I had to see that one before it made sense. So what do I want to see now? I probably want to play Wizard, Warlock. Like, really, I am open. Because everything is good here. Blue, orange, red. I have an Agnostic 3 here. I can hit whoever I want with it. I think I just kill the demon. What if I play... I want to do 3 to the Null. I could do Balance, Scald, Poison the Demon, and then next turn I should almost always draw lethal. It's fine if you have nobody dying to make a play like this because you can set up for what is effectively guaranteed. This is done. Wizard. Yeah, I'll do it. It's kind of spooky though to play Wizard here, isn't it? My damage output will be through Burst. I do it. We ride. We get 3 3-mana cantrips and 2 2-mana attack shield, or 2 2-mana attacks. I think it's good enough. I think it should generate somewhere in the range of 8 mana per turn, and you get to roll down for perma boosting. Yeah, so we never lock the 2 until perma boost is found, and then we consider locking the 2. Druid might just die here, though. It's very hard to kill the slate. Not impossible. I was kind of hoping my guy would roll a cantrip in here somewhere, but you know what? That's alright. You don't gotta do it, buddy. 2, 4, 3 to the Troll King, and we burst the Druid. The perma boost is pretty unfortunate here, but you gotta do it to save Druid, and I think you can. Because in theory, Wizard should roll me 9 mana next turn and kill the slate. Wizard, what on earth is happening? What is my guy doing? There we go. I think you settle here for 6. I think that's the play. In the future, when things are less dire, we can perma boost the Quinn up to 3, and then it's much easier to hit Quinn off of Wizard. Or we could just... oh, we can't put it on him. Never mind. I take that thought back. That's a thought crime. Nothing worth reusing here, unfortunately. I will kill the slate. And we neutralized Troll King's healing. I mean, we win on this turn, no doubt. This is probably lethal even. It is. Prism or Mirror Mask? Prism takes this to 3 without Wax Seal, doesn't it? So... who would hold Wax Seal then? I'm gonna go Prism. I have an idea here. If this works how I think it does, and it does, you go like this, and then you put Wax Seal here on Druid. Druid now has Quinn 3s, and Wizard has 3 mana cantrips. It's not, and we have another 3 here and another 3 here. It's not out of the realm of possibility. You can also get it with Wizard's Inspire. I wouldn't even say it's not out of the realm of possibility. I would say it's likely that we can now start generating 15 mana per turn. This is it. Right? And it's just this easy. 3, I'll take 15. I have 25 mana. That seems good, I think. So the problem here is that this only really works with Druid. It'll work with a few other characters as well. But do I really want to play Mimic here? I guess so. I could just hold the Monk. I could say Druid is it. I just keep Druid. But this does crumble. It has a decent chance of falling apart. It's never Forsaken here, in case you're wondering. I will play Mimic, but I think it's kind of rough. The good thing about Mimic is he bypasses heavy weapons at least. Not that it's going to matter too often. We'll see what we have here. There's also a decent chance that we just miss from time to time. We lock that, we lock the Cruel 3. I've had 1, this is 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I get Quinn if I roll it here. Nice. If I did my math correctly. Yeah. And then we go like... it's 6 casts of balance? Not actually enough. It's enough to kill the Caw, but the Caw isn't killing the Druid. So in order for this to work out, I need to... what? It's just like kill a demon, I guess? I have 10. I should spend like... I should spend 8. That looks fine. We just have to be sure that we're thinking about what we'll do if we miss. Like, when we get it, we can lock it, no problem. Oh yeah, this copycats. That's cool. It kind of fucks up the cantrip, though. Alright, it fucks up the Quinn. Yeah, because now he's just hit 2 5s. I lock Perma Boost here. There's no reason to Inspire, actually. And the bird is killing you. I have a Poultice. Some pretty awkward turns, though. Lots of weird X's. Yeah, Mimic being able to copycat is a problem, though. That messes with my setup, but I think it'll be fine. Silk Cape, Goblet of Life? I could fix it with Silk Cape. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Have to get rid of it. It's weird because you would think that the 5 shield cantrip would be good, but somehow it's game ruining. Perma Boost. I don't think you lock Perma Boost here. I think you roll for mana. We want the cantrip. If I hit it once, I still have it. Nice. That's all it takes, actually, to hit is one of the other characters to roll a 3 plus a single cantrip hit from Wizard, and we have 20 mana. And then we win fights. Pretty cool. And Prophet is the only character I could actually play here because it has 2 mana top and bottom. Perfect hit. Exactly what we want to see. It's a little weird into Hexia, but I think it'll be fine. A big thing you can do on Hexia with Prophet is just outvalue. Someone on the How to Beat Hexia video I put up did say, well, first of all, they called me a scrub. Very funny. Second of all, they said that something to the effect of you can't actually outvalue Hexia because eventually she'll hit demons and you won't be able to kill them or something like that. So I'm going to see how much I can actually outvalue Hexia here. The answer is quite a bit, I know. I am aware of how much I can outvalue Hexia, but, you know, some people are unaware. And that's okay, I don't blame you. It is going to be tough to keep the wizard alive. That is worth noting. But, I mean, okay, so to be real with you here, to be 100% honest with you, I don't need to outvalue Hexia. Let's heal our boy. Because what we can do from this position, because of the role and how the deck plays, is we can just kill Hexia. It's, you know, and I guess I should just do that. I was gonna say, oh, well, because the other way to play this out, if you're curious, is you can sit here with 24 mana, and we can go, we reuse here, we can go, we should play this slightly differently. You have to, what did I do? Oh, I did a 3. You can go 1, 2, full heal, 1, 2, heal, 1, poultice? Not enough. Okay, that's it. Or, you know, inspires on that loss. Anyway, you could do this, right? You could sit here, and you could put up 5 regen, we wipe the imps out, and then the maximum amount of damage Hexia could do to me in a turn is 8, which is then, it's 8 to 2 characters, and across my team I'm healing 25, plus whatever mana I roll, plus poultice, plus like the heals from Prophet, things like that. Prophet is exceptionally good at outvaluing Hexia, something I actually completely forgot to mention in that video. Prophet does a great job of winning you this fight. The rescue side, the ability to get more max HP and the ability to heal up is very good. However, just imagine I did that here, because the other important part of that would be to kill these imps off as best as I could, which is hard to do without killing Wizard. I'm going to go ahead and win the game now. But just know that you could do it this way as well, and you would win the game as well. It's also fine this way. We go burst, burst. I didn't do this right originally. We should actually heal like this. It's important to notice that there are going to be times where you are able to just kill Hexia, and you may as well do it. Like, there's no reason to extend this longer than it needs to be. We can just go in here and blow Hexia away. As it turns out, if you generate 25 mana in a turn, a lot of times bosses die. The hand would not have died there, though. This is not lethal. I will roll. And we go 3. We use... I'm gonna kill the bones here. I am talking this out as if I'm not fighting 4 imps, or 3 imps and a bones with a dead final boss. Yeah, it's gonna be close here, team. I'm not so sure. Man, I actually... Can you believe I forgot to put Symbol on Wizard? I wouldn't do it, actually, because my items are kind of locked. But it didn't even cross my mind to put Symbol on Wizard there. I didn't even think about it. And, I mean, you can't. For the combo to work, I think you have to play the items as I did, right? You have to play it like this and it's winning. So if I had spent the time to think about it and actively thought about it, I would end up in the same position. But I didn't even mention it. It didn't even cross my mind because this build is set on this combo, and this combo is pretty consistent. It takes a lot of misses to not hit. It takes a lot of going wrong to not hit on turn 1. And even if you miss on turn 1, Hexia is not going to kill you. You kill her on turn 2, turn 3, etc. But yeah, didn't even consider it. Really good run. Heavy weapons, not too bad if you get the right team, but that's every curse.